bring the LA Galaxy to to Ireland, and unfortunately for the Irish fans that it's very hard to come over and see me play over there. And, but it's a good opportunity now for me to bring the LA Galaxy here and play against Shamrock Rovers. So I'm very, very excited. And for the Rovers fans and also for the Irish fans, it'd be great to hopefully see a big crowd here and have a good game against them. So I'm looking forward to it.
Did you have any input yourself in the decision to?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I mean, it was for the last few years. It was kind of something that we've always spoke about, but we didn't really have too many opportunities to do. But this year we have an opportunity to do. Next year, in 2015, we have the opportunity to do that because we're going to Sweden to play against one of the Galaxy, parent teams over there. So we're already in Europe. So they asked me would I like to play a game, and where would I like to play. So of course it was always going to be Ireland, and I think it was only right that playing against Shamrock Rovers being from Dublin.
And how did you sell Rovers to Galaxy? What did you tell them about the club?
Well, they obviously asked me how. I think they did the homework anyway. As soon as I kind of mentioned it, and that it's a massive club in Ireland. It's a club that people are very, very passionate about. The fans are, but also it's for the Rovers fans, but also an opportunity for the Irish fans as well. The people the messages that I've been receiving over the last few years since I've been in America, and, people wanting to go over to see me, but it's been too far. So there's an opportunity now for people to come here now and watch the game and watch LA Galaxy from that people have seen from afar, but couldn't manage to get over because it's too far away.
You were saying earlier on, obviously you've noticed the interest in the MLS over here this year has increased a lot. When people in America ask you about our league, what do you say?
Well, they always ask me about the league, but I think I mentioned already upstairs that unfortunately the funds, it's all about money, isn't it? And if the MLS have the big organisation that have plenty of money, so get plenty of people at the grounds. The stadiums are big, so they're filling the stadiums week in and week out. So the problem is in Ireland, it's it's not a lot of money in the game. And money talks, doesn't it? But also you need the fans to be coming also to watch the games. And, there's a lot of quality in this league, and the more people see that, the better it's going to be. For young kids to come and watch these players play in Shamrock Rovers, whether it be Rovers, Pats and Bowls, there's some top players. The more people come out and watch, the better it's going to be for the league. But if that doesn't happen, well, then it's going to be difficult for this league to keep progressing with, certainly without the funds.
Do you ever see a time where, like, ex-internationals, I know Stephen's here, Keith, do you see a time in the future maybe where we get more ex-internationals coming back, if that might do something as regards fans?
Maybe so. It certainly might give it a boost,
Is there much talk of it though among?
I'm not too sure. I mean, it's not a conversation I've had because, I mean, now that this game has come up, it's probably a conversation that people might have with me now, But if that was the case, it would certainly increase the capacity maybe of the fans, and increase the league, and that's what you want, don't you? You want the profile. You want the big profile, and the more profile and the more coverage that these games get, the better it's going to be for not just for the League of Ireland, but for Ireland going forward also. For young kids and playing that wants to go and play for the Shamrock Rovers, Bohemians, and the Cork or whoever. Give them an opportunity. Maybe start here first. And at a young age, I was 17 when I got to the first team. I'd love to see a 17-year-old now getting into bowls, and then with Shamrock Rovers, or the teams that anyone in the League of Ireland, and maybe give them an opportunity to show what you can do here, and then they might get a massive move to, you know, to England or wherever. But it'd be a good starting block, and if you do that, well, then you give the clubs opportunities then for the younger players to have an opportunity to go to England and get money and build on the money that they get. When I left Wolves built a training ground when I left to go to Coventry for 6 million. So they had that funds to help, you know, build a training ground. So if that was the case here, you know, it's only going to enhance the clubs.
Do you remember much your own your own start out with Feathercairn under 10s? I think it was. You have the happy memories of your early days of football.
You know, that's really where I started off. You know, obviously playing for Feathercairn, and you know, great memories. My uncle being the manager and playing me. I was playing right back first, and then he took over as manager the following year and moved me straight up front. And that's when the goals started coming, and played there for a few years. Then obviously after that moved to Crumb. So no, I've certainly got fond memories. And, you know, playing on the field and on the road against my mates and stuff. That's where you learn it, you know. That's where you learn the skills. And, the problem nowadays is with kids is, and I'm probably guilty of it myself with my own kid, is that there's too much distractions now for kids. There's too many PlayStations and games that they can play inside instead of going outside and playing football as much as you can. For me, that's the only thing I knew growing up. So it was a big start for me to, you know, starting to learn, you know, how to control the ball and how to control the ball in tough circumstances, and getting out and just constantly waking up in the morning wanting to play football, come back from school wanting to play football until your mother screamed at you to get you in the evening.
Say like a 10, 11-year-old.
Well, I keep saying it to my own kid is that, like, he keeps saying I can't do this. As well, say you can do it. You have to practice. If you don't practice, you won't be able to do anything. It's like, you know, you don't stop learning. You know, and certainly at a young age, that's when you learn, you know, the values of playing and you learn your tricks, or learning to keep a ball up, and by practicing and been doing it every day as much as you can, and every time you play again, give it 100%, and also ultimately as a kid, enjoy it. You know, enjoy playing. You know, there's too many certainly parents and people put pressure on kids, you know, wanting to, you know, that they have to win games and they have to do this. It's about learning their life skills going forward, and learning how to be a better person when you do lose, or if you do win a game. So just enjoy it. It's a great game. You know, I get paid for something that I love doing. It doesn't get any better. There's people, you know, that have jobs that, you know, hate their jobs, and they're getting paid just because they need to do it, because they have to, you know, provide for their kids and their family. You know, football is a great career, and I'm very, very lucky and very fortunate. And listen, I'm blessed, and don't think for 1 second that, you know, I don't feel lucky every day that, as I said, I get paid for something that I love doing.
Of course, you're a great pal, Richard Dunn. You're following his footsteps. Played here in August with QPR. Must have been like an unbelievable experience. What the two of you guys went through together, coming from literally around the corner in Tala. Are you still close?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, very, very close. Obviously, we've been roommates for 15 years with the Irish team. Unfortunately, he retired from international football, but doing absolutely brilliant at QPR at the minute. So. And that'll continue hopefully for a few more years. So, well, great friends, and as I said, he played here with QPR. And I'm looking forward to coming here, and, you know, in February. And, you know, we look at, you know, both of us come from this area. And Shamrock Rovers is only down the road from us. And if you look at what we've achieved, both of us, in terms of internationally and domestically in England or wherever we've been, is. We've done well for two lads from Tala, so, you know, if we can do it, anybody else can do it.
And did you remember coming up against them in matches?
Yeah, we played against each other all the time. He played for Home Farm, I played for Crumlin, and of course you could not forget Richie Dunn.
Who had the upper hand overall?
He was like 2 foot bigger than everybody else, absolutely huge on the field, and he looked like a man, and we just looked like kids playing against him. had some great games against them. We used to be mostly home farm coming in the final, so we had a lot of games against each other.
Who had the upper hand between the two of you overall?
I think Crumlin had the upper hand over there. I think so, yeah.
Did he kick you around the place?
Oh, of course, yeah. Of course.
And why do you think at the moment we're not seeing as many Irish young players getting a chance in England?
I think it's. I don't think it's got to do with well, there's a few things. The development of young kids over here, as I mentioned before. I mean, the days are gone where you just go out and just play football the whole day. So kids are distracted by other things. Also in England, the amount of foreign players that are coming into England, and not just foreign players that are playing for the first team now, foreign players that are 14, 15, getting moved over from Spain, from South America, from all these places and it's harder now for the Irish people. Even the English people are struggling. The English players are struggling now. The Scottish, the Welsh, they're all being affected by all these players coming over and not giving these young lads who live, just across the water or just a few hours up the road in Scotland, or they're not giving these lads an opportunity because they're picking the best players from around the world. And if you're not the best player in Ireland, the chance of going to England is going to be very tough. But listen, there still is a few players coming through and going over to Ireland, and long may that continue, because it's only going to benefit going forward. It's going to benefit the nation and certainly the Irish team.
Can you see time in the future maybe America might be an option for more Irish players?
I don't know. It certainly could be. I mean, because the league is a great league. So I mean, if you have a chance to fulfill your dreams, regardless what it is, if you're a professional football player and you love playing the game, it doesn't matter where you are. If you want to continue to play and be a success, you might have to go somewhere else to do that. And as I said, it's about just playing and enjoying it and taking part and wanting to play football, because that's what you love to do.
Of course, obviously I have to say it's been an amazing year for you this year. Of course, cup final, winning goal, broke the European qualifying record. We look back on it, which obviously MVP award as well, which often gave you the greatest satisfaction.
Well, all of it. I mean, to receive any award and to be recognised by certainly fellow professionals in terms of the MVP for the league. It doesn't. So you play the game also. You play to win, but you want to enjoy and embrace what you do and entertain people if you can. And I've been fortunate enough this year the last 3 years since I've been in the MLS, but I've been in the run a few times for the MVP, but managed this year with the season that I've had to get it this year, and all the other things as well. Just came along nicely, and scoring the winning goal like anybody. For me, the most important thing is winning and scoring goals, which I obviously love doing, and to score the winning goal in any game, but certainly in the championship and to win the championship. I mean, it couldn't have capped off a great year for me.
Okay, so one of the first games next year. Obviously, your hopes for 2015, and what you hope to achieve next year.
Well, continue to be a success and continue to build on what I did last year. If I can do that and do as good as or better than last year, every year I set a goal for myself to always do better than I have the previous year. So hopefully that'll be the case.
Cheers.